Hello and welcome to Edinburgh Watch Company. My name is Jonathan, and on today's video I'm going to talk to you about and show you one of the hyper desirable Rolex GMT Masters. Now, as you can see from the picture here, this is the BLNR, affectionately known as the Batman Rolex GMT Master. Now, this watch we have here is an October 2017, so literally at the time of shooting, this watch is barely 3 months old. It was bought here in Scotland, just one owner, and has literally been worn a handful of times. Now, we really recommend, if you're going to be investing in a luxury watch, that the provenance is very, very important. It just gives you that peace of mind for what you're buying for yourself, but also if you're thinking about reselling it or perhaps handing it down in the future, then that provenance does definitely make a difference in its future resale value. So this one is no exception to that. You have the outer protective sleeve, you have the outer box here, you have the instruction manual, you have the Rolex warranty card. That has a 5-year international warranty, so that's taking up to October 2022. You also have the Rolex hang tag here and the serial number tag there, so literally just everything, and of course in this lovely green wave box. Now, the BLNR as a model was a new addition to the GMT Master ceramic range. It was the first one they actually brought out where they combined two colours, because previously this model, as is currently available, was just in the one colour black, which came out in 2007. So 2013 at BAL, they brought out the blue black, and it has been a sensation ever since it's come out, and it's even more desirable now, perhaps even when it came out, with many Rolex dealers now not even taking names because the waiting lists are running into a couple of years. And this is what I would call one of Rolex's premium watches. By that I mean it is a watch that in most dealers or independents like ourselves, it is being sold at over list price, and it's purely down to the scarcity and the desirability of this watch. But if you're looking for a nearly new, then you're not going to find better than this. Now, we haven't sent this watch away. This is as it's come in from its original owner, having only literally been worn a handful of times. It's in absolutely lovely condition. It's not really showing any nasty scratches at all. It's almost as new. So let's take a slightly closer look at it and tell you a little bit more about the GMT. Now, the GMT Master, of course, as a model, it needs no introduction. It came out in the 1950s as a watch designed for those that travel the world, because unlike the comparable Submariner, the Sea Dweller, this watch has an extra time zone on it. So you will see here on this watch, it has a beautiful extra blue hand on it, and you also have the ability to turn this bezel here bi-directionally as well, so just fantastic for those traveling the world. Of course, made popular in the 1950s with the pilots, with the dual colours on the bezel here, and the Pepsis and the Coke models they had. It made it very, very easy to determine what time zone they were flying in, as an AM or PM. However, in 2007, the GMT Master was enhanced. So Rolex introduced a number of key features and benefits to the watch compared to the older model. One isn't necessarily better than the other, but it's just typically Rolex continually improving what is a fantastic product. So the case here, which is made out of what Rolex call 904L grade stainless steel, they slightly widen the lugs here. Did the same on the Submariner, so it really is very, very comfortable on the wrist. This beautiful black and blue that you see here on the earlier models was aluminium, but we've now gone to ceramic. Why? Well, it's more scratch resistant than the aluminium one, less like little dents on it, but also has a really nice sort of luster to it as well. The hour markers here have got slightly bigger, and they also have a stronger chromolite loom to them, so very, very easy to read this watch at night time. It has the familiar date window there with a 2x magnification, but aside from that, apart from this beautiful blue hand here, it's a very uncluttered dial and really very, very easy to read. On the side here we have that look of polished stainless steel, and you can see here the thickness of it. This is a very, very easy watch to wear, as it fits underneath the shirt cuff, and looks as good with a dinner suit as with a t-shirt. It's just a sort of watch for all occasions. Looking at the other side here, you can see this model, the crowns became slightly bigger, as did the crown guards on this GMT Master, and again that has that polished look to it. Now this is a waterproof watch as well, so the crown here screws into the side of the case, and this will go down to 100 meters, so I think that will do most of you. Those that want to go deeper, well, we have submariners and sea dwellers and deep seas to satisfy that need for you. Moving around to the bracelet here, this is fitted on what Rolex call their oyster bracelet, and on the GMT Master, on the modern versions here, unlike the old ones, they've introduced what they call the polished center links. So looking down the bracelet here, you can see that the outside edges here are satinized, that sort of brush look, yet the middle beautifully polished there, giving you that sort of sporty yet elegant look to it. The clasp that the Rolex use here is the deployant clasp there with the safety clasp on top of that, meaning this cannot open unless first of all we lift this here and then we open that there. You can see here this is now in solid stainless steel. The earlier models were in pressed stainless steel, so again just that little more substantial, and it feels really good in the hand and just fantastic on the wrist. Also back in 2005-06 onwards, Rolex introduced the easylink clasp. So just by gently pulling this bracelet away from the clasp itself there, you get an extra half link of space on your wrist. So if you're traveling abroad, you wake up one morning, you find it's a bit tight on your wrist, you just pull the bracelet there, it'll be comfortable enough for you to wear on holiday. When you come back to a slightly cooler climate, then this just clips back inside there and goes back to normal. So very easy to do. So that is the Rolex GMT Master. Now these watches we find do go very quickly. Well, you can see why. They're very hard to get, and this one is certainly competitive to the marketplace. So thank you so much for taking the time to watch our video today. And of course this is one of only hundreds of videos we've done, and we will have lots more coming through as each new watch comes into our collection here at Edinburgh Watch Company. If you'd like to see those latest videos, then all you have to do is just click there, and that will take you onto our YouTube channel, and we'll keep you informed. Thanks so much for joining today. Bye bye.